Yeah, I make brands, yeah. 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 I make brands, what? I make brands, yeah. I make brands, yeah. I make brands, yeah. I make brands. I got it quantum, oh OneGodian Galaxy, elephant in apparel, GFE clothing. I make brands. You I get apparent true, man. I like team apparent, own fail if guys cash on clothing. Baby get on apparel, like a hybrid. Legends of one score, come in apparel. Dalisha, Soralia, Orakia, Valolia, Elindria and more. I make brand. Ain't no better feeling when the money comes. That's the reason that we always keep the hundreds coming. That's the reason that the people wanna, yeah. One score, one mind, one power. Can't stop it, no power, never fall. Cause we won, no defeat, yeah we won. Yeah, I make brands, yeah. I make brands, yeah. I make brands, yeah. I make brands, what? I make brands, yeah. I make brands, yeah. I make brands, yeah. I make brands, what? I make brands, what? I make brands.